Students at the U of A are adopting pets only to realize it may have not been such a good idea. Senior and former cat owner Eric Jones is one of those students. Jones had a cat for about 6 months before he realized it might not be a good fit, especially for his wallet.
The hardest part about having an animal as a student was being able to buy the animal food and water and stuff, and buying food for yourself too.
Jones adopted his cat from the Fayetteville Animal Shelter, who sees about 20% of their pets be returned, and half of that statistic is students. Animal Services Program Manager Tony Rankin says moving is the #1 reason why students surrender pets.
You know, students are very prone to having their lifestyles change suddenly, so we do see that fairly often with the animals that are returned.
Rankin says the shelter sees increases in surrenders at the end of the fall and spring semesters, in correlation with when students move most. However, Jones says he intended to keep his cat after moving out, and there was a different reasoning behind his decision.
I chose to give him back because my roommates didn't really like him. They didn't like the fur everywhere, and he was chewing up cords and scratching up stuff. So I just had to come to the realization that I needed to give him back for the best of the household.
The shelter has now put measures in place to help prevent pet surrenders, whatever the reason.
You know, as far as to adopt an animal, you know, you have to be 21. If you rent, we have to talk to a landlord. So obviously, students that live in dorms are not going to be able to adopt because they wouldn't have an address or a landlord that we could call to see if they could have a pet.